Rachel, first of all, what did this moment mean to you guys to get it to the NCAA as an at-large?
Yeah, it's just crazy. We just worked really hard, and yeah, seeing our name up there last night, it was a great feeling. After not playing our best last weekend, we honestly just feel like we were just humbled a lot. So we're just gonna come out and we're gonna do our best, and yeah, we're ready. So.
And then, obviously going back for a second time back to Dr. Dot's alma mater, talk about just the aspect of that.
Yeah, it's really cool. When we were there earlier in the season, she was really excited. We were all just pumped to be there, just like to be able to have the opportunity to play UCLA. And now that we already have a game against them, like under our belt, like we're ready, and we know what we've been working really hard on, just like rise ball pitchers, and we know like we're gonna get their best pitcher. So like we're prepared. Yeah.
So, Carly, what does this moment mean to you personally, getting this opportunity to play in the NCAA tournament?
I think it's big. I've been the past 2 years of my career, and this being the last year with some of the seniors, I think it's huge since we didn't win the conference tournament and having the first at-large bid in program history. It's a great feeling.
Obviously, that day there's a lot of excitement. Even though it's an at-large, you probably felt confident. How do you feel that the non-conference schedule is preparing you guys for this moment?
I think that's big for us. Credits to Coach for scheduling such a hard schedule this year. I think with as many top 25 games as we've been in and extra innings and all the games that have had postseason feels, I think that'll bode well for us in the tournament.
Leading the team in home runs this year, what can you say about the production at the plate
Yeah.
for not only you, but really for a lot of your other teammates as well?
Yeah, I think is Caroline's up by 1. So her and I have we've kind of like she hits one and then I hit one. It's but yeah, I feel like I've just been able to trust what our hitting coaches Sammy has been telling me, and like going into the box and just really trusting her word and trusting my work. And so like, once I got a couple under my belt, I felt a lot more confident and just trying to do what I can for my team to get those runs for us. Yeah. Any other questions?
NCAA tournament softball action. What does this mean to you personally?
It's our opportunity to go to the World Series. It's always nice to like you have that chance. Not having that chance is always is frustrating. I think I've never been in that situation yet. I'm a sophomore, so like past years we've gone, but like this is just someone giving us our opportunity to prove who we are and who Liberty is, and that's all we need is just a chance.
Speaking of getting ready, KK, how do you personally prepare? Okay, you play San Diego State to start. There's 2 other teams. It's Monday. How do you prepare for games, not physically, but looking at film, and how do you do that with a couple of other teams that you potentially could play?
Today's our off day, but a lot of us we're about to go out to the field and hit, or like field or something, like just to know like we have to still like be on our toes and get better in that aspect. I feel like watching film, like our Jordan, he's our person who like puts all the film together on Dartfish, and that really helps, and we have easy access to it, so a lot of us will probably try to, if he gets it on there today, we'll probably all be watching the film.
When you do watch the film, what's the first thing that you look at when you prepare?
The pitchers, for sure, like Megan, and then like Grand Canyon. Like we've never played them or San Diego State, so we don't know what their pitchers look like. So I probably would look at them first just to see like who has a rise ball, who has a drop ball. And once that happens, then when we go to practice, we know which kind of pitches we need to work on trying to hit better. So,
What would a win against any of these opponents in this regional mean for this program? To say like, hey, we're not large, but we're someone to be taken seriously.
Right, yeah, that would mean, honestly, the world. Obviously we'd want to get to supers. That's our goal. If we can get farther than that, that's great. But Liberty University softball hasn't been to supers, correct? Yes. So doing that for my senior year, I feel like not only it would give everyone it would bring everyone together so much to where like we would go farther next year. Like we would have the ability, like, okay, if we can get far from last year, like who knows how far we can get this year and then the year after that, especially if we keep getting people coming in that are like, you know what, like Liberty's actually kind of good. They're up and coming. Like I want to go to Liberty. I want to learn about Christ. I want to know everything I need to know from the Fagans, from Coach Richardson. Like let's get it going and let's go to Supers. Let's go to the World Series. So,
Thank you.
welcome.
You talking about how this might, before you saw yesterday come up, you were talking about how, oh, my career might be over. Do you think that that's like an extra flavor that you're going to have to be competing with at this time around?
I think so. I mean, sometimes it got a little emotional for me, especially last weekend, because I was like, this might be it for me. But I kind of had to switch that really quick because you can't necessarily have, not saying that they're negative emotions, but you always have to stay positive. Like, okay, I'm going to get one more at bat. I'm going to get one more at bat. So you can't necessarily bring those emotions to the field or it's not like your performance isn't going to do good. So yes, we can be a little sad that this might be it, but we can't be sad forever. Like we have to take maybe a minute to ourselves, get over it, and get the job done, especially at regionals, because none of these teams are going to take us lightly, especially, UCLA, Oklahoma. It doesn't matter if they're the 1 or 2 seed, because they know that we got close enough, we almost beat them. So we don't have the time to wallow, we have to get over it quickly and have the confidence to beat these teams.